Hey guys. So today's screencast is going to be pretty quick. I just wanted to give you instructions about how to do today's task. Today's task is to write or choose a thesis paper prompt. So you guys are going to write your own prompts for this essay because Mr. O'Brien and I love when we get to read papers on all different topics instead of reading the same paper over and over again. By choosing your own topic, we get to read a lot of different papers. All right, so once you've watched this video with the instructions, the next thing you're going to do, and I'm going to show you how now, is surf newsella.com or commonlit.org, or both, and you're going to be looking for a topic that interests you. Okay, so all you're really doing is looking at the news or different opinion articles and trying to figure out what you actually want to research and learn about and write about, okay? So for newsella.com, we haven't been using this that much, but it's just been made free because of COVID-19. You might not necessarily be logged in when you click on the link, right? It might take you to a page like this and you have to hit sign in. So I wanted to show you how to do this. And then what you guys can do instead of using a username and password, you can just hit sign in with Google. So click on the Google icon. And then you probably won't have to do this, but I have to choose my ledgered email account. And then it should take you right in. They had a little mistake, so I'm going to say back to homepage. Try it again. Okay. So once you get in, you'll be on their homepage essentially. All right, and you should just read the article titles maybe to start to see if you're interested. So this one says how to deal with stress eating for comfort in a time of anxiety. Maybe you're interested in the topic of stress eating. I'm not that interested in that. Volunteers sew face masks for health workers. I'm kind of interested in that, but I see here a dog, so I'm already interested in that. It says pet adoptions rise during outbreak. Um, Pet adoptions might be a good topic for this thesis paper. We can come back to that. Penguins make sounds underwater. Life lessons learned from sports. Some stoke stigma with coronavirus. All right, so what you would do is just read through all of these and kind of check out the article if you are interested in the topic. You should know, though, that you will have to create a sort of yes, no, or maybe prompt, and I'll come back to that in a minute. So it has to be a somewhat debatable issue, the topic that you choose. Let's check out commonlit.org. So if for some reason, guys, you're not logged in, it's the same process, right? You hit sign in, and then you log in with Google, and it should bring you right in. All right, so this page has some interesting yes-no questions like, is college worth it? Is this even the right question? It also has the cost of prison in dollars and lives. So is our prison system a good system? And so forth. So you could look through some of these. It looks like there's 3 different pages. Be aware that it might not say it on your end, but I think it does, that some of these are going to be more challenging texts, whereas News ELA, it should be a little simpler, and you should have the ability to make it simpler by choosing a different Lexile level. So you should be able to choose how difficult the text is over here, potentially, okay? All right, so once you've looked through some of those, you're going to come back here and you're going to try to write a yes, no, or maybe prompt for your thesis paper. All right, here are some examples of that for you so you can kind of base what you write on this. They're the same as the argument prompts that you guys did, which you cannot use again, okay? So one is, should school start later? That's a yes or no question, right? You might be able to say, maybe it should start a little later, but not too much later. And that's why we threw maybe in here for the thesis paper. Are Native American mascots racist would be another example. When we just looked at Newsella and I was like, ooh, pet adoptions, I kind of thought of another one, which would be, Is it better, or maybe I should make it more of a yes, no, should people adopt pets instead of buying pets? So now it's a yes, no, maybe question. All right. You would say, yes, people should adopt and not buy. All right. So I hope this is starting to make some sense. Um, that's all your task is for today. And make sure that you are, guys, being really thoughtful. Like you really actually want to research and write about this topic. All right. Whatever you write here is what Mr. O'Brien and I are going to assume you're going to write your paper about. If you really struggle and you can't think of anything, first of all, that's boring and too bad for me and Mr. O'Brien. But if you really, really can't, then we will let you pick one of the following prompts instead. But they're in invisible ink, so I'm going to show you right now how you pull them up. They're in white ink, so you have to highlight the text and then you have to change the font color. Okay? And then you can't just like leave this blank up here because then Mr. O'Brien and I will have no idea what you plan to research and write about. Instead, we want you to copy and paste the one that you're most interested in up here. So should public schools require students to wear uniforms? Or I know this was a big popular one when I was doing some modeling using this one. Are video games good for kids? All right, I hope this was helpful and you know what to do now. Please reach out via email if you have any questions and have a great day.